Psychology says men start missing you more when you remember these 4 things. Intro, calm voice, slow music fades in. There's something mysterious about the way human emotions work, especially when it comes to love and missing someone. Men, they rarely say it out loud. They won't tell you when they're hurting, or when your absence starts echoing in their quiet nights. But psychology says missing someone isn't random. It's triggered. It's awakened when a certain emotional pattern is touched. So today, I want to share with you the 4 powerful things psychology says women must remember. Because when you do, a man doesn't just think of you. He misses you deeply, even if he tries to hide it, even if he pretends he's moved on. Let's begin. 1. Men don't miss you when you chase them. They miss you when you pull away gracefully. A man's mind is wired to value what he cannot fully possess. When you're always available, when every text, every call, every emotion of yours is orbiting around him, his mind stops registering your presence as something special. He gets used to it. You become normal to him. And in human psychology, what becomes normal loses its emotional intensity. But the moment you pull back, not in anger, not in drama, but with calm grace, something shifts. He starts to feel an unfamiliar silence, a quiet that used to be filled by your laughter, your words, your attention. And that silence doesn't stay quiet for long. It starts speaking to him. It whispers memories. Psychologists call this the emotional void effect. When someone's absence creates a stronger emotional reaction than their presence ever did. When you stop chasing him, his mind begins to chase you without realizing it. He starts wondering, why did she stop texting? Has she moved on? Was I not as special as I thought? And that's when you begin to live rent-free in his mind. Not because you begged for attention, but because you withdrew it with quiet confidence. 2. Men don't miss words. They miss the feeling you gave them. You see, it's not about the messages you sent or the things you said. It's about how you made him feel when you said them. Men may act logical, but emotionally, they are deeply sensory. They connect through feeling. And when you were around, there was a specific energy he felt, a warmth, a calmness, maybe even chaos. But it was yours. Psychology calls this emotional imprinting. When someone associates a particular feeling with you, it gets stored in their emotional memory. So even when you're gone, something random will trigger it. The smell of your perfume on someone passing by. A song that played during one of your long drives together. Even a simple phrase you used often. And suddenly, without warning, his mind starts replaying the feeling. It's not about missing your texts. It's about missing the peace he felt while texting you. It's not about your laughter. It's about how that laughter made his bad days bearable. You become a feeling he craves. And no matter who he meets, no matter what he tries to distract himself with, he won't find that exact emotional fingerprint again. Because that's the truth, every connection is unique. And when you stop giving that feeling, he begins to realize how irreplaceable you were. 3. When you respect yourself, you reprogram his mind. Most people think men start missing you when you talk to them less. But in reality, they start missing you when you value yourself more. When you stop explaining your worth. When you stop over-texting, over-loving, over-proving. When you stop trying to convince him to see what you bring to the table. That's when he starts noticing it himself. Men are instinct-driven. And one of the strongest instincts in a man's psychology is value perception. He subconsciously measures how others treat you, including how you treat yourself. So when he sees you no longer tolerating disrespect, no longer trying to fix what he breaks, no longer waiting for breadcrumbs of attention, his perception of you changes. He starts to think, wait, she's not running after me anymore. Did I lose her? Why does it feel like she's slipping away? That's the moment when curiosity turns into longing. Longing turns into regret, and regret turns into missing. When you start respecting yourself more than you desire him, you shift the entire dynamic. You no longer exist as an option. You become a memory that commands respect, and respect always deepens emotional attraction. For men miss you most when you leave a mark of mystery. Here's something few understand. A man doesn't miss what he fully knows. He misses what he wants to understand but can't. When you leave a little mystery in the connection, when you don't overshare everything, when you're unpredictable in the best way, when you keep evolving, growing, and surprising, you become an emotional puzzle in his mind. And the human brain hates unfinished stories. So when he can't completely figure you out, his mind keeps returning to you, trying to solve the mystery you left behind. Psychologists call this the Zeigarnik effect, the tendency to remember incomplete experiences more vividly than completed ones. That's why he'll scroll through your old photos, read old messages, and replay old moments. Not because he's bored, but because deep down he's trying to complete the story. But what he doesn't realize is that you were the story, and now that you're gone, his mind keeps reading the same chapters over and over, hoping for a new ending that never comes. That's when missing turns into longing, and longing turns into realization. Midsection, emotional pause, soft background music. When men start missing you, it doesn't happen in a straight line. It comes in waves. At first, he feels peace, relief even, because he believes he's free. Then slowly, the silence stretches longer. Your absence becomes louder. And before he knows it, he's replaying your voice in his head. That's the paradox of emotional distance. The more you pull back with self-respect and grace, the more his heart leans forward. You stop chasing him, and he starts chasing the ghost of you. The memories, the energy, the bond, all the things he once took for granted. And that's when psychology does its quiet work. The deeper truth. Missing is not about you. It's about his realization. At the core of it, missing someone isn't just nostalgia. It's realization. When you were there, he saw your presence as permanent. He assumed you'd always be available. That no matter how he acted, you'd wait. But when you pull back, you create space. And in that space, he's forced to face the truth. You were never a guarantee. You were a choice. And he didn't choose wisely. That realization is what turns into missing you. Not because he suddenly became emotional, but because he's now confronting what his ego blinded him from seeing. And here's the thing. When a woman begins to understand this dynamic, she no longer seeks validation from his attention. She realizes her energy is the magnet. When she values it, protects it, and walks in her power, that's when every man who ever undervalued her starts to remember her in silence. Closing, calm tone, deep emotional resonance. So remember these 4 truths always. 1. Don't chase, pull back gracefully. 2. Don't try to remind him of your words, remind him of your energy. 3. Respect yourself enough to be the prize, not the pursuer. 4. Keep a little mystery, because unfinished stories always haunt the heart. And when you do these things, psychology says he will miss you. Not for a moment, but for a long, long time. Because missing someone deeply isn't about what they did. It's about who they were, and who they chose to stop being. So let him miss you. Let him feel the silence. Because one day, when he looks back, he'll realize that you weren't just someone he lost. You were the piece he never found again. Soft outro music fades out. When you remember your worth, the world remembers you too. Subscribe now to Psych Secrets, and be part of a journey where every video inspires you to see life with a new perspective.